I guess what inspired me to get tattoos was my dad. He's been covered in tattoos since I was a kid, so I always knew that I wanted to be tattooed, and nothing was going to stop that. No matter, people look down upon it, but I don't really care.
CW always says that it's a magic, it's something magical, and it really is. You can't explain it, because even bad tattoos look good to people. There is no such thing as a bad tattoo. People say that all the time, like, oh, I've got these bad ones, or I've got this or that. There aren't bad tattoos. They're tattoos you might not be happy with, but they're all something. They're not bad. My stepdad tattooed me. He's 86. He doesn't tattoo at all, and I mean, you can kind of see it. A little thing there. It's supposed to be a scent sign. It's just a blob of ink, but it's probably one of my favorite tattoos ever. I had all of my close friends are tattooing, like my thumb and my hands, and none of them tattooed. But they're probably my favorite ones I got, and I think it's because of that, Like, it's symbolizing something more than if I was to get a portrait of him after he passed away, This is something that he touched, that he did. And tattooing has that magical art to it, that somebody is having to touch you and hurt you in order to give you something you like. Put all the shot pictures up on yeah.
I see tattoos kind of like kudzu. They just grow. Like, even if you do like a half sleeve, like, I mean, and it might be complete as far as that half sleeve, but it continuously just grows and tends to consume people's entire body. I know that when I get to a finishing point or a stopping point on a tattoo, and I get to see how happy the person is with the fact that they sat through and endured the discomfort for so long to get that image on them forever. It's extremely gratifying to know that you've added to someone's life for the rest of their life, and to know that even when I'm dead and buried, that my tattoos will still be walking around and experiencing life. I think that's extremely magical. That makes me very happy.
I always liked tattoos. Turned 18, I got tattooed. Got some stupid stuff. Of course, first tattoo. But what got me started in tattooing was CW. We've been friends for some time. 15 years, actually.
We've all learned from CW, and just being around each other, we learn from each other every day, and we all have our own different unique style, and I think that kind of helps us build all of our styles as well, because we can take things that other people are doing and apply them to what we're doing, create a in between or something like that.
Some people, it's like a need to, once you start getting tattooed, you have a need to want to cover every bit of space that you got. Some people are completely happy with getting one tattoo and never getting another one. So I think it becomes something on a really personal level, as far as why somebody, when gets one. You can, occasionally you get people that are getting tattooed for like remembrance of a, dead loved one or something like that is their main reason or main goal, and it's kind of a release for them, and they tend to play that up on all those TV shows that you see, and they're constantly, doing things like that. But on the other hand, some tattoos don't mean squat. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just get tattooed to get tattooed.
I mean, I know that it's a form of expression for many individuals, but I think that it has become so common that it's not really that to me. It seems like a lot of people, they just get it because everybody else have one. And I think it's going to be in the way later on in life. So So that's what I would be most worried about.
Nothing wrong with tattoos. Tattoos is a peculiar thing. A lot of people think it's bad marking your body, but it's not. You know, that's an ace in the hole. That's something right there that show appreciation and an attitude that, you know, that nobody else has. And you're showing yourself and showing others that, hey, this is a grasper thing and an attitude that you should adapt and appreciate it and don't look at it as a bad thing.
Say that that would be okay at a certain age. I would say like 16 and up would be okay. And it would really depend on where they had it, only because of the fact that some people aren't very supportive of tattoos, and if they want gainful employment, that could be an issue.
I like tattoos. I like to see the nice art. You know, the colors don't show up on me that good, so I couldn't get colors, but I like to see sleeves. I love sleeves on people. They're really nice. I think they're nice.
Basically, my process in becoming an artist was leaving college, telling my family that I wanted to do this, and then they pretty much dropped me off, and I had to fend for myself for a very long time, and which was hard, but it's definitely been worth it. You know, it's just a lot of loss of, you give up a lot of things, and this is my life. Spend 70 hours a week here, you know. That's definitely what it is. Just spending all your time. It's what you love to do, so you have to fucking break your back to do it. It's everything they can do to prove that you want it. All right, there you go. Go take a look at it.
Oh, gee, it's so nice.
We don't have a typical apprenticeship program going on here. I pretty much try to make everyone, they go at their own speed. You know what, like I let them know exactly what they have to do in order to get behind a machine, and that's what they have to do. I mean, if they want to mop floors and scrub tubes and set up stations and go get food for 5 years, they can. If they want to be tattooing inside a year to 2 years, they can do that too. It just depends on what they want to do. Because like I said, I'm not charging them. They're the ones, they'd be squandering their time. So that's their choice and their decision with what they choose to do with the gift. And then I've had a couple of people that fell off, but that's their failure, not mine.
Apprenticeships, it's hard. It's definitely totally worth it. That's the only way, in my opinion, to become a tattooer. You need to be apprenticed, and it's really more about first of all humbling yourself, putting your time in, learning how the industry works. You know, as well as focusing on your art and changing how you draw. I used to draw. I mean, I drew ever since I was a little kid, but tattooing and learning to draw proper tattoos completely changed the way I draw. So I would say I guess it's like a combination of almost like a combination of boot camp and trade school. Maybe not so polite, not as polite as that, but it's definitely rough. But it's totally worth it. And if anybody that was interested in getting into tattooing, there's no other way. It skips you light years ahead of what you would be doing if you just started putting crap all over people, you know. So it's tough, but worth it.
I see tattooing yourself or, getting tattooed as it's mile markers. It's all, for me, it's time. This is then. Right now is now. This is where I was. This is where I am now. It's a reference. It's a milestone, mile marker.
You'll see you know, people you wouldn't even expect covered in tattoos. I've tattooed Southern Baptist preachers, you know, so it's really moved beyond stereotypes in my opinion at this point.
The romantic side is that it doesn't last forever. You know, like I'll do an oil painting that'll hopefully go on for the next 300 years, but it's not the same way with the body.
People will talk about art and they'll be like, oh, why aren't you painting? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Because you don't have that gratification. You know, tattooing is the only thing where years later someone's going to run up to you and be like, you remember this? You remember this? I look at it every day. And you're like, wow, that's awesome. And you're happy and you like it. And they're like, I love it. It changed my life. You know, I think that if everybody realized that, there would be more of a genuine magic and amazement with tattooing.